hope everyone is having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about NBA star, all-star guard Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns. Right now he's in a little bit of a trade rumor topsy-turvy, to say the least. Currently right now he's in the bubble getting ready for the NBA restart in the end of July 31st. So the teams that are being thrown around are the New York Knicks and the Atlanta Hawks, right? So with Devin Booker, this is his first All-Star appearance that he made this winter, and currently right now he's averaging a little over 26 points a game and almost 7 assists, which are both career highs, and he's shooting almost 50% from the field. So he's definitely having an amazing year. But here's the issue, guys, which we all know. He's on a terrible team. So currently right now the Suns are sitting 26-39 record, and they are entering the bubble. In a way, I don't know why the hell they are. They're just not a good team. They're gonna start the bubble off, the tournament, playing against another abominable team, which is the Washington Wizards, where they're currently sitting 24-40. So they're gonna go head to head, guys. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I think certain teams should have been invited to the bubble. It was just a waste of time, waste of space, waste of health, right? So Devin Booker, I think cause right now he has an extension. He signed an extension with the organization, 5-year. That was it the Supermax? I think $158 million. So he's gonna be under contract until 2024. So he was drafted 13th in the NBA draft. In the 2015 draft, and he came out of the University of Kentucky, and 6'5" guard, shooting guard. Sometimes he can play point. I love that he picked up his assist rate, which is good, and he's a great scorer. I know he scored was about 71 points a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago. The next highest was Kobe Bryant before his death back in 2006. So we haven't seen a guard score the way Devin Booker can score, besides, the Steph Currys, the James Hardens of the world. But 71 points, that's a hell of a game, hell of a scoring, right? So, I think I like the team Phoenix. I don't like where it's going. Obviously, they haven't won much since the Steve Nash days with Amari Stoudemire. But I think Devin Booker, he'll probably force a trade. He might talk to the organization, next year and say, hey, we're not going anywhere. I like to be traded. Force a trade. I think New York would be good for him. With Leon Rose, that was his former agent in CAA agency, and he has a relationship as well with William, Wesley. So, and he's the executive vice president, and he's the senior advisor to Leon Rose. So I think Devin really likes, Leon Rose, and he thinks he'll do great as an executive with New York, and he can push the organization to another level. And right now, Leon, he wants to focus more on the offensive side of the ball and just, getting more talent on the team, which is through the draft, free agencies, and trade. So I think a trade I would love to see, and I think a lot of NBA fans would love to see, even if you're not a Knicks fan or a Phoenix Suns fan, you would love to see a young talent, which Devin Booker is 23 years old, turning 24, I think in October or sometime. He's a young guy. He has a lot more years ahead of him, but to stay on a team that's not gonna win, and I know they have DeAndre Ayton. I really like him. I think he's promising. He's a very good center. He's averaging almost 20 a game, 11, 12 rebounds a game. So he's definitely gonna be. I'm not saying the next Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know. Maybe an Embiid. He kind of reminds me a little of Joel Embiid, just without the injuries. So I think he can be the best center in the league, in the next few years. So I like those two talents together, right? But I just think then it's not pulling it together, because you need more than two young talents to win. Because sometimes, you can be talented, but the team I just think they're just too young, right? And they try to build pieces. If I recall, I think they tried to pull Trevor Ariza there. I think they gave him a 1-year deal, and then he got traded. I know he's with Portland now, and he's not in the bubble. But I remember what the Suns were trying to do last free agency in the summer. They were trying to get that veteran presence because they knew the young guys that they did have, they're just not ready for that next level. Yes, they could score, they can rebound, they could block shots or whatever, but you need that veteran presence to get you to the next level. And again, right now, sitting, I think 12th or 13th in their division, they're just not gonna obviously make the playoffs. They're in a bubble again, and I would love to see Devin, play in his prime in the Mecca, in Madison Square Garden. That would be great for his career. That would be great for the Knicks organization. But another trade that they're talking about is with Atlanta Hawks, because they want to put Devin alongside, the young promising guard, all-star guard, that's about to be a superstar. When you think of Trae Young, you think of, I know he loves Steph Curry and he wants to play like him. So, they want to put them alongside together, and that would be dangerous too. But again, I don't see Atlanta doing anything, winning anything, and that's my team, the Knicks. I don't know if they're gonna win anything. I mean, just make the playoffs and see what could happen. But I would love to see Devin in New York City, in the Mecca, in the Garden. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think that Devin will be traded to New York? Do you think that would be a good trade? Do you want to still see him in Phoenix, try to build that team and, hopefully make the playoffs? And we all know the West is not easy to make the playoffs. So to be an all-star, hopefully a superstar player in the West, and you don't have the players around you, and it's just going to bring a lot of frustration. We've seen what happened with previous players that were just stuck. Remember DeMarcus Cousins, Sacramento? He was an all-star player, all-star center, power forward center, and he just couldn't get his team, to the next level. So we seen what happened to him, and unfortunately, he kind of rolled outside the league with injuries, Achilles, and we seen what happened with him within the last 2 years. So, and I know I want to touch on, something else with, Devin Booker, but I think I want to know what you guys really think about that. Should he stay in Phoenix and build that team? Because I know the old school side of us saying, hey, stay with that team, build the franchise, you're the man. And they already made him the richest player in franchise history. They haven't gave a contract like that to anybody previously and before. And let's be real, the cap space wasn't the way it was years prior, when you had the Steve Nash's, Stephon Marbury's, the Amari Stoudemire's, and even the Matrix, Shawn Marion. You did not have that cap space to give these players that kind of money, right? So I would love to see, I thought they were going to have a good year this season, but then they were winning the first few games, the first 15 games, and after that they kind of slid downhill. And again, we're kind of used to seeing the Suns on what they are right now. So I don't really know what much more to say about the whole Devin Booker situation, but I would love to see him in New York. When I heard about these trade rumors, I actually got excited. I would love to see him besides, the Mitchell Robinsons of the world, the RJ Barretts, and again, we have the NBA draft. Again, I would love to see LaMelo Ball, but again, he's the prospect going to be hopefully number 1 pick. And the Knicks, their odds is to get a top 4 pick, and we know with the luck of the Knicks, will they get the number 1 draft pick? I would love them to. Do I doubt it? Yes, I doubt it, because they just don't get lucky enough. And if you're not in the top 2, they'll not get LaMelo Ball. And let's say they did get LaMelo Ball, I won't even know how you even do that. You got to put LaMelo at the 1, but the question is, what are you going to do with RJ Barrett and Devin Booker? Let's just say he got traded, right? So they both want to start. So I don't know if you just throw 3 of them out there and just say, hey, go get it, because what Carmelo said in his interview reflecting on his NBA season with Portland Trailblazers and his career in general, he said, right now the NBA is positionless. you could just throw 5 players on the court and just like, yo, go get it, right? So, again, maybe I'm dreaming too much. Maybe I have high expectations for my team and wanting them to do well and give me an early Christmas gift. But who knows? Who knows? But Devin Booker, I think he'll be on the market, guys. Just be on the lookout. Either, I would say, again, with the whole pandemic, we don't know what the hell's going on. When the season, after the bubble, when the season, the 2020 season, 2021 season is going to start, they're saying around Christmas. But then when would the trade deadline be? Usually it's February. Would they push that till April? We just don't know, guys. I really don't know. I just really want to know your thoughts about the whole NBA, everything, sports in general. I think it's all confusing to everybody right now, but everybody be safe. And yeah, again, we're talking about Devin Booker, the high scoring guard. If he's scoring 26 a game right now, his numbers is just going up, and his career averages are a little over 22 points a game and a little under 5 assists. The thing I want to see him pick up is his 3%, his 3-point percentage, right? Because I know he's in the mid 30s right now, maybe 35, 36 overall. I would love to see him pick that percentage up to about 40%, and I would love to see him play better defense because he's averaging under 1 steal a game. I think for his career and for the season. So I think he should pick up his defense. But I know you can't have it both ways. You got the James Hardens putting up the numbers, but then the defense lacks. So sometimes you can't have it both ways. But that's the league that we're seeing right now in the NBA, right? Score, score, score. So guys, thanks for the support. Like the video, please share it, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.